Employee health and safety management. The topic has mainly main two words. One is health, other one is safety. The main focus is how to manage the health and safety of workers. This is one of the main area of the subject of human resource management. This topic is usually related to the subject areas of medicine, engineering, legal law, as well as economics. When we are concerning economics, I think you have good experience regarding the COVID-19 pandemic situation. During the COVID-19 pandemic situation, all the economic system in the world, whether it is small or developing economics or the large or the developed economics, were collapsed drastically because of the COVID-19. Therefore, the health and safety of workers and the human are very important topic. Before moving to the detail of the topic or the content, we have to get idea about the world profile of the health and the safety. According to this slide, there are 3 billion workers in the world. Among these 3 billion of workers in the world, nearly 2 billion of them work with unhealthy and unsafe conditions. Then you can imagine one third of employer suffering unhealthy and unsafety issues at the workplace. Then 2.34 million workers die each year from the workplace causes. The causes may be accident or safety issues or the health issues. It means one death, one death per 15 seconds. Then one death per 15 seconds. 160 million workers get sick each year, and cancer, circulatory diseases, and communicable diseases are major causes of work related death worldwide. Cancer, circulatory diseases, and communicable diseases. Then now you have idea about the importance of health and safety at the workplace. As a manager in any field has to get idea about this area because of having giving benefit for the employer as well as employee, because health and safety mean the cost factor for both parties. It is a cost factor for both parties. Then at the workplace, health and safety appears as broad concept. Not only the employee, but also employer, customer, and other visitors. Employee, employers, customers, and other visitors are to be considered under health and safety. As a good example, all organization, whether it is large organization as well as a small boutique, considered the health matter during the last 3 years. Then these last 3 years, large company as well as small company consider the health matter of employee, employer, or owner, customer as well as other visitors. Why? Under the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Therefore, health and safety are diverse subject. It is a diverse subject. It is based on one core principle. It is based on one core principle. The principle is preventing harm. Preventing harm. Then, when we are thinking about harm, harm may be either physical harm or mental harm. Physical harm as well as mental harms. Both are considered under the health and safety. Health and safety can something get a bad press. When we are talking about health and safety, it imply the bad side. Then with people focusing on regulations, red tape, court cases, and penalties when we are talking about health and safety. People can use it as a fear tactic or an excuse. Then we are making excuses because of health and safety. Or finally, penalties, punishment. Both the practice of health and safety isn't really about of that. It is about protecting people, health and safety, focusing to lead into talking about to protecting people, how to protect the people. When we are talking about the health and safety, there are two main terms. One is health, other one is safety. Then first we will see the meaning of health and the content of important content of the concept of health. Meaning of health. The term of health can be viewed from different angles. Here I try to explain the health concept in different way. First one, biological angle, biological definitions. According to the biological definitions, health has been viewed as absence of diseases, without diseases, or very little amount of diseases, absence of diseases. And if one has free from diseases, the person has considered as healthy man, health, healthy. And it is based on germs theory of diseases. Germs theory of diseases. The medical profession view the human body as a machine, and diseases is an outcome of the breakdown of the machine. If the body like a machine, the health issues like a the factor of breakdown in the human machine. Then the doctor's task is to repair the machine. Then human like a machine, then human like a machine, then as a result of health issue, the machine is breaking down. Then the doctor's role is what? The doctor play repairing the machine or recovery of the worker or the human. This concept does not reveal the role of environment. Then biological definition doesn't see or doesn't review the environment, social, cultural determinants of the health. Then the biological definition highly focus on the diseases, diseases of the human and view as a machine concept. Then the second concept or the second definition, idea about the health, ecological definitions. Then ecological concept explain health imply the relative absence of pain and discomfort. Pain, absence of pain and discomfort. Not the diseases here. Then, according to the biological definition, the absence of diseases. Here, under the ecological definition, they emphasize absence of pain and discomfort and continuous adaptation and adjustment to the environment to ensure optimal functions for the maximum contribution under the ecological definition for the health. Consider the adaptation and adjustment to the environment. According to ecology, health is meaning a dynamic equilibrium between man and his environment. In the equilibrium, here one side is a man and the environment. The diseases is a maladjustment of the human organization to the environment. It's a maladjustment of the human organization to the environment. This is the second idea. Then third idea, psychosocial definitions. Psychosocial definitions. Then according to this concept, health is not only a biomedical phenomenon. It is not the biomedical phenomenon, but one which is influenced by social, psychological, cultural, and economical and political factors of people concerned. Then, under psychosocial definition, it is viewed as a broad way. Then, here concerns social, psychological, cultural, economical, and political factors about the human health. Therefore, these factors must be taken into consideration in defining and measuring the health. Then health is both biological and social phenomenon. Not only the biological one, it is biological plus social factors. The holistic definitions. Then health is a sound mind. Self is a sound mind and a sound body in a sound family, in a sound environment. There are here concerned four factors: mind, body, family, and environment. The positive side of mind, body, family, and environment. The holistic view consider all about concepts. It recognizes the strength of social, economic, political, and environmental influences on health. Then when we are concerning about the human health, here emphasize what? Economic, social factors, how social factors affect to our health, how economical factors affect to our health, how political factors affect to our life, health, and how environmental factors affect to our health. It has been variously described as multidimensional process involving the well-being of the person as a whole. The emphasis is on the promotion and protection of health. Then under the holistic view, the health is focus. Health is leading to promotion and protection of the human health. Protection and promotion. First protect, then secondly promote. Or first promote, then secondly protect the health of the human. As suggested by Black 1978, three major views of health has emerged in recent past. Then according to this scholar, there are three views of health. One is traditional medical concept. Traditional medical concept. The second one, World Health Organization concept. Then the last one, ecological concept, according to the blogs, 1978. The first one, traditional medical concept. The earliest notion of health as a diseases-free state, diseases-free state, represent the traditional medical concept, diseases-free state, diseases-free situation. Then health is as a, then according to the traditional view, health is as a diseases-free. The view of health was largely accepted during the first half of the 20th century, mainly between physicians and medical persons. Then the physicians and the medical person perceived or accept health as a diseases-free state. Traditional medicine concept of health was based on the assumption, this is the assumption, health and diseases are objective and observable phenomenon. It is an observable phenomenon. When there is a sickness of a man, then we can observe and we can count how many workers, how many humans are suffering the fever. Countable and observable according to the traditional medical concept. Then traditional medical concept was accepted during 20th century. However, after that, it was not accepted because of some pitfalls. Then major pitfalls of this view of health. Then first one is health emphasized as illness. Then illness means physically visible thing. Then health means physically visible thing. If you are suffering fever, then it is observable. We can say, you are suffering a fever. Or if you have a cancer, then we can say, you are a cancer patient. They emphasize the illness. And this is neglected the individual as a whole by overemphasizing special diseases and part of the body. Sometimes you have mind-oriented health issues. Then here it is not visible, observable. Therefore, it is not counted. Then secondly, dichotomy between health and illness. Then here, illness is the bad concept, worse situation. Then health is the positive concept. Then according to the traditional medical concept, we can categorize people like healthy people and unhealthy peoples. Unhealthy peoples. That is two category. Dichotomy. One category is healthy, other one is unhealthy. Therefore, according to the traditional medical concept, they fail to explain the in-between health and unhealth situation. In between, here, there is a vacuum, there is a lack of idea under the traditional medical concept. The argument is that health individuals do not necessarily need to in an absolute disease-free state. When we are concerning a human, we can't say absolutely healthy man, totally healthy man, perfect healthy man. But probably we have less diseases, symptoms, or problem may not be strong enough delimit of a healthy state. Then when we are concerning the reality of the human, we can't say the perfect healthy man. The man has some issues, some less diseases, some symptoms relating to the health issues or problem relating to the health. Then those are sometimes not strong delimits of a healthy state. Therefore, we cannot say the health these people are healthy people and these people are unhealthy people, because all people having some symptoms or problem relating to the health. Therefore, we cannot dichotomize between the health and the illness of the human. Then, second idea, World Health Organization concept. In the late 1940s, the World Health Organization developed a more holistic concept about health. The definition for health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely as the absence of diseases or infirmity. Diseases or infirmity. Diseases mean the illness or infirmity, weaknesses. Then here say health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely as a absence of diseases or infirmity. This view of health encompasses and extends the traditional medical view by concerning health as a positive state of well-being. Then here, when compared with the traditional medical view, the health is as a positive state of well-being, in which physical health is only one of the aspects involved under traditional medical view. Here, concern physical as well as mental, not only the physical, mental, then social well-being also concerned by the World Health Organization. Then along with that, social, physical, psychological, economic, and political aspect. The World Health Organization concept or the definition for the health consider social, psychological, physical, economic, and political aspect. We are incorporated in a definition of the health. Then health is not merely the physical factor, not the physical aspect. It is relating to social, psychological, economic, and the political aspects, so the areas, so the factors. Then the third one, ecological concept. Then most ecological and relative notions of health emerged in the 1916 and 1970. Such perspectives differ from the previous medical and holistic approach mainly in two aspects. First one, by conceiving health as a more relative sort of concept, more relative concept of sort of concept. It is relative concept. It is not the fixed concept, relative. सापेक्ष संकल्प, relative concepts. Then second, by placing a great emphasis on the interrelationship between environment and individuals quality of work, consider two factors. One is interrelationship and the environment. This perspective was heavily based on an evolution of the person's level of functioning and an adaptation to the environment, how human evolved, and the second, how people adapt to the environment. The environment is highly concerned under ecological concept. Under the ecological concept, health is an adequate functional capacity, adequate pramanavat, functional capacity allow the individual to carry out their duties and responsibilities. Then, as a man, I have to do duties and the responsibilities. Then, if I can if I can manage my duties and responsibilities, if I have energy or power or the fitness to doing my duties and responsibilities properly, that is the health. Then that is an adequate functional capacity. This is a mind and body power. If you have mind and body power to carry out your duties and responsibilities, that is the health. Then according to OAS done 1959, health is the notions of wellness as the integrations of both people's capacity to function in the environment and the ability to adjust to the environmental stress. Then here environment mean not the natural environment, the surrounding. Then here say, according to this definition, health is the notions of wellness as the integrate two things, both people's capacity to function in the environment, how I functioning in the general environment, and the ability to adjust to the environment, tells stress, how I adjust to the environment. Then here concern two things. Here two aspects are considered. One is people capacity to function in their environment. People capacity to functions in their environment. The second one, their ability to adjust to environmental stress. Their ability to adjust to the environmental stress. Then universally valid concept for health. In 1978, Barlow defined health is as a state of mind and mind well functioning, which afford men to the ability to strive toward his both functional objectives and culturally desired goals. Then define health as a state of body and mind. State of body and mind. The main two parts of the human, body and the mind. Then body and mind both well functioning, properly doing, which afford man the ability to strive toward his both functional objectives and culturally desired goal. Another view under the universally valued concept of health. This scholar say health is a condition or quality of a human organism. Condition or quality of a human organism. Condition or quality expressing the adequate functioning of the organism in given condition, given situation, given condition, and genetic or environmental. This view is also looking the human behavior with his or her surrounding environment, background, or the place or the thing or the time or the place of the persons who living in this world. Then according to these definitions, health means no obvious evidence of diseases and that the person is functioning normally. No obvious evidence of diseases. The health means no obvious evidence of diseases and the person is functioning normally. And so organs of the body are functioning adequately as well as in relation to one another or equilibrium. So organs of the body are functioning adequately as well as in relation to one another or the other meaning equilibrium. In early, I mentioned the definition for health given by World Health Organization in 1948. Then, according to the definition given in 1948, World Health Organization defined the health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of diseases or infirmity. However, in 1986, again, World Health Organization made further classifications. A resource for everyday life, not the objective of life. Health is a positive concept emphasizing social and personal resources as well as physical capacities. Then, a resource for everyday life, not the objective of living. Health is a positive concept, emphasizing it is a positive concept, emphasizing social and personal resources as well as physical capabilities. This means that health this means that health is a resource to support an individual's function to wider society rather than in itself. A healthful lifestyle provides the means to lead a full life with meaning and purpose. Then healthy people mean living the people with meaning and purposeful way. Meaning and purposeful way. In 2009, researchers published in the Lancet define health as ability of body to adapt to a new threats and infirmities. Then the ability of our body, then health means our body has the ability to adapt to new threats and infirmities. What is the degree of our body has to adapt to the new threats and the infirmity, that is the level of health. Then, up to this point, we discuss several ideas about the health. Then I can summarize or review about the idea about the health. Then these are the factors. These are the ideas. Health is a fundamental human right. Then health is the essence of productive life. Health is intersectional. Health is an integral part of development. Then health is fundamental human rights. It is essence of productive life, intersectional and integral part of development. Then health is central to the concept of quality of life. Central to the concept of quality of life, health is involves individuals, state, and intentional responsibilities. Sorry, international responsibilities. Health is involved individuals, state, government, and international responsibility. Then, according to this one, the health is not only the responsible matter for the individual, it is the responsible remain to the uh, internationally, as well as the government and the finally individual. For the primarily individual, then government has to concern the health of the people, and internationally we have to think about the health. Then health and its maintenance are the major social investment. Is major social investment. For the example, in our country, the previous government, after getting the independency, then they spend huge money investment to the health and other one the education, because the health mean the social investment, and health is a worldwide social goal. That is social goal, not only a limited area. It is a worldwide social goal. Then now we have idea about the concept of health. When we are talking about health, basically we need to we are saying health health basically consider the health as a physical and mental health. Think these are the determinants of health. Then health, however, health is a multi-dimensional concept. Usually, we are saying health is uh, physical health and mental health. However, when reviewing the human health, there are more than two types of health. Then this picture emphasizes the holistic view of the health. According to this picture, one is physical health, then emotional health and mental health, then social health and spiritual health. Then basically, when we are talking about the health, then we are saying, we are emphasizing only two things: physical health and the mental health, body and mind. However, when we are concerned in the holistic way, as a whole, then we have to consider physical health, mental health, with emotional health, spiritual health, and social health. Then what is the meaning of physical health? Then physical health means protect functioning of body. perfect functioning of the body. Then physical health means perfect functioning of the body. In other way, physical health refer to the bodily aspect of health. Bodily aspect of health. It relate to the refers to the more traditional definition of health as a absence of diseases and injuries. Absence of diseases and injuries. Then bodily aspect of health and absence of diseases and injuries. Then physical health is the ability to perform daily tasks. If you can do your daily tasks, that is the physical health. In other way, physical health means comfortably. Live comfortably. Then if you can live comfortably, then it is the physical health. Then physical health can affect other kind of health. Then it is not the isolated concept of the human health. It is the health we link with the other type of health. Then as example, person who suddenly get a flu is often isolated socially as to not infect others. Struggle to force in order to study or learn anything new and may feel sad as a result of their isolations. Then physical health is correlated with mental health. Then you can imagine when you have a fever, then you are going to be, then you are usually doing to be isolated because it is effect for other people. When you are become isolated, then again, isolation brings several mental unhappiness. Therefore, physical health is correlated with mental health because good physical health leaves a better personal feeling in a long term. That is physical health. Then second one, mental health. Then mental health is a state of balance between the individual and the surrounding world. Is a state of balance between the individual and surrounding the world. A state of harmony. A state of harmony between oneself and others in coexistence between the realities of the self and that of other people and that of the environment. What I am what I say, then the state of balance between individual and surrounding the world, state of harmony, it's a state of harmony between oneself and others, coexisting between the reality of the self and others and the environment. It refers to cognitive aspect of health. It is a cognitive mind, cognitive aspect of the health. Then state of balance between individual and the surrounding, and it is a uh, cognitive aspect of health. Then often mental health is linked with emotional health. Then mental health, then if you are suffering a physical health issue, then it affects to the mental health. In other way, the mental health and emotional health are very close. Those are linked together. Then mental health is more the functioning of the brain. Mental health care affect the other kind of health. An increase in mental health can come as a result of increased physical activity. Then increase in mental health, the good mental health can come as a result of increase of good physical activity. Then it means good mental health lead to good human activity or human physical activity. The emotional health. Initially, mental and emotional dimensions related to the health concept were seen as one in the same thing. The previously people perceive the mental health and the emotional health are the same thing, same one, the same thing. But as more researchers become available, a defined difference in emerging between these two concepts. Then emotional is about the person's mood or general emotional state. Then we are sometimes we are saying his mood, my today my mood is not good, or your mood is not feeling like not good. Your mood about the person's mood or general emotional state. It is our ability to recognize and express feeling adequately. Recognize and express feelings adequately. It relates to our self-esteem as well as ability to control our emotions. Then through the emotional health state or the situation, we can maintain our self-esteem as well as we have the ability to control our emotions to maintain in a realistic perspective of the situation. If there is a bad situation, we can emotionally present the stable behavior because of the emotional health. For example, at the funeral or if there is a accident, then some human become uh, emotional issues, present in emotional issues. But if you have emotional health, good emotional health or the high emotional health, then you can control that kind of feeling at the accident or a funeral or any other bad situation. Then difference between mental health and emotional health. Then mental health is more the functioning of the brain, more the functioning of the brain, while emotional health refer to the person's mood. Then one can argue the mood is decide or depend on the brain. That is okay, but the mental health consider the brain. However, the emotional health consider the mood. In another way, mental health can be seen as knowing or cognitions, while emotional health refer to feeling. Then mental health, mental health means knowing or cognitive. But emotional health mean the feeling, how I feeling, feeling. The relationship between emotional and mental health is clear because both are coming from same place. The relationship between emotional and mental health are clear and as such some illness related to both such as depression and anxiety. Then depression, when we concern depression, it is mental issue of mental health and the emotional health. Then the spiritual health. Then in spiritual health relates to our sense of overall purpose in life. Overall purpose in life. What is the overall purpose of life? The holistic view about our life. Holistic view about our life. People often find this purpose from a belief or faith system while others create their own purpose. A person who has purpose to life is said to be healthier than those who doesn't see a purpose of life. Then spiritual health. It is connection between self, others, and nature. There are three areas, three dimensions. Then spiritual health leading to concern about myself and others as well as the natural. Then myself or the self, personal dimensions, personal factors, personal indicators, other social indicators, and the nature environmental indicators. Then plus the last one here uh, here mean actually the religious idea, transcendental dimensions, transcendental dimensions, ලෝකෝත්තර කරුණු. Then all these self, others, and the nature, those are visible. Those things are visible. However, we add the other thing is spiritual side, transcendental idea for the factors, lokotara, beyond this world. Or sometimes we are thinking or we are concerning beyond the visible thing, beyond the visible thing. The දෙවියෝ වගේ කට්ටිය visible නෑ. ඊළඟ ආත්මය visible නෑ. අපි දන්නේ. But we are thinking. Some people in Sinhalese people sometimes say, Buddhist people saying, I am doing something in this world because of the next world, next life, next birth. එලොවට මොනා හරි කරගන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. That is spiritual health. Spiritual health. Then under the spiritual health, when we are talking about spiritual health, there are few characteristics. Then proper lifestyle. We are expecting proper lifestyle. Then connection with others. Then good relationship. Then third one, making about meaning and purpose of life. What is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life? Then when you are coming to old age, then you are thinking about what is the meaning and purpose of life. But that should be decided or think at the very early stage of our life. However, unfortunately, we are thinking the meaning and purpose of life when we are coming to the old age. Then the last one, transcendence, lokottaratya. Then all these two concern the current world, current situation, current behavior, current life. Then meaning and purpose, some extent current world or existing world and the spiritual world or the transcendence idea. Then transcendence totally think about the beyond physical thing. ලෞකිකත්වයෙන් එහාට ගිහලා ලෝකෝත්තරත්වය ගැන තමයි හිතන්නේ. Then spiritual health is extremely important for many researchers to the extent that is seen as one of the key aspects of health. Then, according to the researchers, spiritual health is very, very important. According to numerous studies connected to various patients' spiritual health, lead to improve the mental health. Then, if we can develop spiritual health, then according to the research, it help to mental health and is positively related to the physical health, not only the mental health, positively related to with the physical health. Then, as a result of maintaining spiritual health, it may help patient experience less pain. වේදනාවල් අඩුවෙන් අඩුව කරගන්න පුළුවන් pain. For the example, or many Buddhist people think if there is a very serious injury or the illness, then we are saying, "අනේ මගේ කර්මය." That is my life because of the karma concept. Then, talking or thinking about the karma concept, we try to tolerate our bad feelings or we try to reduce our bad feelings in the mind. Then, considering the karma concept, we can tolerate the painfulness. Pain. That is the spiritual health. That is the spiritual health. Then the social health. Then social health refer to ability to make and maintain meaningful relationship with others. Relationship with others. Then here, maintain meaningful relationship with others. Then good social health include not only having relationship but behaving properly with them, not good relationship, not only the relationship, then behave appropriate within them and maintaining socially acceptable standard, not just link with other people. Then social health means link with other people, deal with other people, and maintain socially accepted norms and standards. Over there, yes, sociologists have created in a link between social relationship and the health outcome. Studies are showing that social relationship, both quality and quantity, are having short and long-term effect on our health. Social health. Then, so far we discussed 5 aspects of health relating to the human. In addition to above 5 dimensions or determinants of health, there is another concept that is positive health. Then positive health is a state of positive health that implies the notions of perfect functioning of the body and mind. Perfect functioning of the body and mind. Then it includes all 3 aspects which are to be perfect state, and mind includes biological, psychological, and social. Biological, psychological, and social. Then positive health is, however, a mirage because everything in our life is subject to change. Subject to change. Then we can say the positive, we can discuss, we can talk about positive health, but it is a mirage because everything in our life is subject to change. The change always brings unhealthiness. change always brings unhealthiness. Then health is relative concept. I early at the beginning I explained it is a relative concept. Therefore, it is difficult to compare with the other. Then, when we are concerning country-wise, it is very difficult to compare one country to another country. For example, newborn baby in Sri Lanka weight is average 2.89 kilogram, 89 kilogram, 2.89 kilogram on average. However, newborn baby in USA, what is the weight? 3.5 kilogram, 3.5 kilogram. Hmm? There's a big difference between Sri Lanka and the USA. Therefore, it is very difficult to compare the country-wise the health practices through the from the country-wise. It depends on the country situation or their economy, social, political, uh, inherent factors also. Therefore, it is very difficult to compare the country-wise the health situation. Then this is another idea about the health spectrum of health. Spectrum of health, Varnavaliya. Then spectrum means the classify something in term of its position on a scale between two extreme points. Then spectrum means we are putting two points. So one point, there is another point, then putting these 2 points. Then we are thinking about these 2 points and in between these 2 points. This is the spectrum. This is the spectrum. Then health is a dynamic phenomenon. Therefore, health can be seen through a spectrum. Then as this picture, health has two directions. There are one direction, other one is another direction, the opposite to the first one. Then one is positive, this is positive, this is negative. Then one is positive direction, other end is negative direction. Then positive health begins from, this is the neutral situation, this is the neutral situation. Then positive side, free from sickness, free from sickness, and then lead to better health, better health. And then finally come to the positive health. Then healthy situation. However, negative health begins from unrecognized sickness, unrecognized, unidentified. Then people say, my stomach is paining, or my stomach is not properly functioning, my head is not properly functioning, my body is not properly functioning. Unrecognized. The person doesn't know what is the sickness, what is the symptoms, what are the real cause or the illness or diseases. Then it lead to mild sickness, small sickness, mild sickness. Then mild sickness lead to severe sickness, serious sickness. Then finally lead to death. Finally lead to death. This is the spectrum of health. Then another one. According to illness wellness continuum, there are two ways of health. Health and diseases lie between a continuum and there is no single cutoff point. Then as here, There is no single, then we can't say all people, the many people are in mild sickness or severe sickness. There is in between, then people who are living in between them, mild sickness and the severe sickness, better health and the free from sickness. Then some people are living in between these two concepts. Then the lowest point of health disease spectrum is death. The worst situation is death. At the highest point corresponding to the World Health Organization define a positive health. Then here, the worst situation is death. The positive end is the positive health. Then health fluctuate within the range of optimal well-being to various level of dysfunctions, including the state of total dysfunctions, namely death. Then here say that there are 2 point. One is death, other one is a totally positive health. In between, the human health is fluctuating the human health. The transaction from optimum health to ill health of often gradual and where one state in other state begin. When complete one stage, the next one is starting. The spectrum concept of the health emphasize health of an individual is not fixed. It is not a concrete. Then, if you are saying you are free of diseases, it is not a concrete concept. Then today you can say I am free of diseases, but tomorrow you are suffering very serious illness. Not static. It's a dynamic phenomenon. It's a dynamic, gatika, and a process of continuous change subject to frequent subtle variations. As a person may functions at minimum level of health today and maybe minimum tomorrow. Then as a person function maximum level of health today. Today the health is perfect. Then I say I'm free of diseases. However, in tomorrow you are suffering very serious illness. It implies that health is a static, not a health is not a static. It is a dynamic concept. When we concerning this picture, this is also illness wellness continuum. According to this picture, midpoint here, midpoint indicate the natural point where there is no illness or wellness. There is no illness or wellness. Then it means a neutral point, like two-factor theory, neutral point. No good, no bad. The top of the high level will be wellness. At the beginning, persons start to get awareness. Then when we move into here, high level wellness, then persons start to get first awareness. Awareness. Then awareness at the beginning, persons start to get awareness, then educate and then come to the educate, then finally come to the growth. Finally come to the growth level. Then first one, get the awareness, then secondly get the education, so the knowledge, then come to the growth. At the awareness level, individual enjoy the free from eggs or pain. No eggs or pain. Free. At the education level, individual enjoy the moderate level of energy. Moderate level of energy. Optimal level of energy and feeling of well-being are being presented at the maximum level. Optimum level of energy, feeling of well-being at this point. When the what is the behavior of the negative side? When leading to negative side of the health, first individual present the different sign, then symptoms, then disability. Finally, come to the disability. At the serious level, individual became a death, became a death. Lack of energy in attention, minor aches and pain are presented at the first stage here. Here, then that is negative health and chronic disorders, chronic disorders, permanent illness are presented at the serious level. Then you can, I think you have idea, the health is not a dichotomic concept. Here to here. We can't say positive and negative. It is like a spectrum or it is like a continuum thing. Then determinants of health. What are the determinants of health? Then many factors have an influence on health. Then there are different factors affecting to our health. In addition to our individual genetics and lifestyle choices, where we are born, grow, life work, and age also have an important influence on our health. Therefore, there are many factors affecting to our health. Then broad range of personal, social, economic, and environmental factors also are the determinants of a human health. Then determinants of health are the broader range of personal, social, economic, and environmental factors that determine individual health. This multifactorial approach differentiate between individual and social factors. The core of the picture, the diagram, consists of inherited attributes relating to age, sex, and hereditary factors, inborn factors, inborn factors. Then inner layer suggests that health is partly determined individual life factors such as pattern of smoking, drinking, and other physical activities and the diet. Those are individual lifestyle factors. Then if you are smoking or drinking or any other routine work, those are affecting to our health. Then moving outward the diagram, moving outward the diagram draws attention to relationship with family, friend, and other significant others within the local community, that is social and community network. Those are the factors affecting to our health according to this picture. Then there are the downstream determinant of health, the action of individual and community. The next layer focus on working and living condition. Focus. The next layer focus living and working conditions like work environment, education, then here unemployment, water and sanitations, healthcare service, housing. Those are the last one. The outer layer highlight broader social, economic, cultural, and environmental forces such as economic development, shift in a welfare system, political changes, social fact forces, and structures. Then, for example, current Sri Lankan situation, economical issues, political issues, those are affecting to our health. mm, Those are affecting to our health. Then these final two layers related to upstream determinant of wealth, these two. Another way, when we are concerning these one, two, three, four, five layers, there is a potential for layers to layers interaction. Then our mm, heritage, inborn factors affect to our lifestyle. Lifestyle also affect to our inborn factors. Then community network issues or style affect to our individual lifestyle. Likewise, the layer to layer interaction is there. Then you can now imagine the real picture. You can develop real picture about the factors affecting to determinants of health, factors affecting to human health. It is very broad concept. Up to this point, we discuss about the general terms of health, but the topic of your subject is occupational health. Therefore, we have to think or review or discuss about the occupational health. Then there are different alternative terms for the occupational health. One is industrial health, industrial health. Other one is employee health. Some people say employee health. Then some people say workplace health, workplace health. Okay, then occupational health is the branch of medical that deal with the health of the people in their workplace or in relation to their job. Then the health relating to your occupation or the workplace. In 1950, the International Labour Organization and the World Health Organization jointly issued the first definition of occupational health. This definition given by International Labour Organization and World Health Organization. What is the definition? Occupational health is the promotion and maintenance of highest degree of physical, mental, and social well-being of workers in all occupations by preventing departures from health, controlling risks, and adaptation of work to people and people to their jobs. Occupational health is the promotion and maintenance of the highest degree of physical, mental, and social well-being of worker in all occupations by preventing departures from health, controlling risks, and adaptation of work to people and people to their jobs. Then main features: health of people in their workplace or relation to their job. Then when we are talking about the health in general way, we are talking the general human. Here we are focusing to the people who are in the workplace. Health of people in their workplace or health relation to their job. It promotes and maintains of the highest degree of physical, mental, and social well-being of the workers. Uh, Higher degree of physical, mental, and social well-being. Okay, that is enough for the occupational health. Then we move to the second term of our topic, that is safety. Then safety means condition of being protected from or unluckily to cause danger or risk or injury. This protection from or unlikely to cause danger, protection of the danger or risk or injury. The safety means protection of dangerous situation, risky situation, or injury. A state in which hazards and conditions leading to physical, psychological, or mental harm are controlled in order to preserve the health and well-being of individuals and community. That is hazards and conditions, hazards and conditions which lead into physical, psychological, and material harm. Physical, psychological, and material harm. Control in order to preserve the control, health, and well-being of individual and the community. That is actually the safety means protection of body, protection of harmfulness, protection of harmfulness. The safety numbers: 2.3 million workers, 2.3 million workers, mm, women, through 2.3 million women and men around in the world die to work related accidents or diseases every year. 2.3. Worldwide, there are around 340 million of occupational accidents. Then you can imagine the number in safety issues. 340 million occupational accidents are there. The estimated fatal occupational accident in the Commonwealth of Independent States countries is over 11,000 cases. 11,000 cases per year. Then occupational safety. Then industrial safety, employee safety, workplace safety are the alternative term. Industrial safety like industrial health, employee safety like employee health, and workplace safety like workplace health are the alternative term for the occupational safety. Then it is the protection of employee physical health from the danger of accident. Very simple. Protection of employees' physical health from the danger of accident. Then occupational safety deal with all aspect of physical, mental, and social health. physical, mental, and social health and safety in a workplace. It is the umbrella for umbrella for the company's effort to prevent injuries and hazards in all work environment. Every industry presents various kind of safety standards, safety hazards to its employee, and safety standard also they provided. The spectrum of possible occupational safety risks range from severe and immediate physical danger to small hazards. When we are concerning the spectrum of the occupational safety, the non-severe issues or damage and the severe damage, serious damage to non-serious damage. Okay, then that is the occupational health. Then topic is occupational health and safety. Then most of the time occupational health and safety is the term used by scholars and practitioners to explain the health and safety relating to the employee. Then occupational health and safety related to health, safety, and welfare issues in the workplace. This is the definition. Occupational health and safety is the field of public health that studies trend in illness and injuries in the worker population and propose and implement strategies and regulation to prevent them. Then there are two sides. One is we are studying the illness and injuries of workers. First study the illness and injuries. Then we propose strategies why to implement and control or maintain the implement the strategies after that, maintain the situation because of preventing the health and safety issues of the workers.